Dani, I don't know what they're going to do with Dani. Dani is in an interesting spot because, to me, there's no question he is no lower than a 2.
It's just there's a lot of defensive linemen that are in the same ballpark.
Yeah.
And so at that point, it's kind of one of those, who do you want out of all of these guys? That looks like what's going to happen in the draft.
Right. This is going to be whether, like, somebody looks at him and go, oh, this guy's going to be great for us. Because, I mean, he could be picked as a 1 late by somebody because they just look at it and go, hey, look, somebody that's 6'6" can move like that, has length like that, can drop into pass coverage like that. I mean, you may have, it's going to depend on taste here at some point.
Yeah. And that's kind of the thought.
I mean, if you're projecting, okay, based on, this may play out this way too. But could he be a 1? Yes.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing is you look at the players who are in the same ballpark as him, as we're kind of talking about, it's going to be a pick who you want. Because, of course, Bailey, Bain, and Arvell Reese, the edges, are all going to be going early.
Reese is going in the first 5 picks.
Reese is going early. Bailey's going early. Bain's going early. It's an order of which one they go in.
I know Caleb Downs, I think, is incredible. I actually voted Arvell Reese as the Big Ten Defensive Player of the Year. Okay, that was just a personal. Just watched him play and I just thought, wow, because it has nothing to do with zero at all to do with the alleged or not called targeting penalty in the Penn State. It has nothing to do with that. Zero.
Yeah.
Downs is going to be a great NFL player.
But you've got those guys off the edge. Then you look through the rest of the edges, which, spoiler, as we kind of talked about.
Well, Reese is going to have to gain weight to be an edge.
Reese is going to have to gain weight to be an edge.
He's 240. He played at 242. My guess he's going to have to get himself between 255 and 260 if he's going to be an edge.
But he's going to go early in the draft. We know that.
Right.
The other edge is in the same range as Dani is, which is kind of the ballpark we're looking at here. You've got the likes of Akeem Mesidor. You've got Keldrick Falk from Auburn, TJ Parker, Zion Young, Cassius Howell, R. Mason Thomas, Dennis-Sutton in there. Like, there's 6 or 7 guys who are all going to go in the same range. It's going to be, who do you like most?
It's all about, this becomes subjective. This becomes completely subjective. There may be an organization that looks at him and goes, one of them, pick any of them. No, my feeling is it's that guy.
Yeah.
And we'll have to see. I mean, we'll have to see. Drew, look, Drew is interesting. A good pro day here could really help him because I think that would make him a second-day pick.
He's currently slotted somewhere in the day 2, early day 3-ish. He's currently
I'm
where
saying,
he's looking,
he can put himself as a second-day pick because, look, he's a quarterback. He's also 6'5". He's 228 pounds. He's down 12 pounds from his highest weight here. He's 240 at one point here. Yeah, 240 was his high here. He's 228 now. He moves decently. He's got a great arm. The problem, for example, like let's look at Cleveland. What's the big problem with Shedeur Sanders and Dylan Gabriel? Right? It's height. I mean, height does play a role as to how you can play the position in the NFL. Drew Brees could get away with it because Drew Brees was so smart in that. Brees, 6'1"?
He's 6 foot.
Right.
You can get away with it if you're that good.
Well, yeah, but he understood throwing lanes. And to the credit of the Chargers and the Saints, they always created good throwing lanes for him to step up because his ability to step up in the pocket was probably better than anyone out there.
And he understood exactly where a player was going to be.
Right.
Like if a player, as I know Peyton Manning talked about when Ed Reed faked one way and pulled back the other on one of those incredible Ed Reed plays, there's only so much you can do when you're facing someone who's a Hall of Famer.
Sure. Right.
But generally, the best of the best are going to know where you're going to be at all times. And they usually can play around it. And Brees was one of the talents. He's 6 foot. The only other quarterbacks we've seen in the last couple decades that have been on this sort of stature, that have played really well at times, have been a Russell Wilson, who has played really well at 6 foot, but as we've seen as he went.
And back in the day, Fran Tarkenton
Yeah.
was a lot like that. And Fran Tarkenton played behind bad offensive lines,
Yes.
initially with the Minnesota Vikings when they were an expansion team, and then with the New York Giants, where he went to a team that was 1-13, and then got them and resurrected them to being a 500 team. Right, but he had to run around like crazy to do it, and that was all part of his MO. Normally, I mean, you talk about Drew Brees, his ability to know how to play the position was so important. Because I'll give you an example. Shedeur Sanders did do some good things this year. Let's give credit where credit's due. But Quinshon Judkins is hurt, no offense, because of his quarterback.
Yep.
I mean, that's horrible play. Where he hung his guy out to dry by how he played. Like, what are you doing? Out for the year. He's going to be out for a long period of time because of what he did to him. I mean, to throw a ball like that? Right? What are you doing? Okay, that shows you don't know how to play the game. You don't do that. Right? And none of those have been talked about, that play, because that's a play he's got to eliminate. When guys are getting hurt because of something you did.
Yeah. Judkins he had the fractured fibula and dislocated ankle. He's expected to recover and ready for training camp for the 26th season.
Thanks for listening to Sports Talk with Steve Jones. Catch the latest from me on the 7 Mountain Sports YouTube page. Find clips of the show on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook by searching up 7 Mountain Sports.